We overthink because we're afraid to make the wrong decision. But I got news for everybody. You are going to make 1,000 wrong decisions in the next year. I make wrong decisions every day. I just don't overthink them and I don't dwell on them. I'm like, cool, that was wrong, don't do it again. Gary Vee, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of this guy. I quote him a lot. One of his very, very famous quotes is he says, 1 is better than 0, and I think this really sums up a big life philosophy of mine in that too many of us think about, okay, the perfect move, the perfect step, I have to go to the gym 5 days a week, I have to meal prep for 20 meals, I have to do all this stuff, and we get so caught up in what is perfect or like the ideal situation where we should just be focused on getting one thing done, right? So 1 is greater than 0.
Then we're thinking about doing 90s night next month, and then a reggae night the following month. Yeah. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm more upset that it escaped me for a whole year. I roll the shoulders out, guys. I get some water, make some lines.
But you're never gonna break my black gold heart. We did it all, we did it all. Like savages, we hit it hard, we hit it hard.
When I say 1, any little win during the day is going to make you feel good. You're going to get that dopamine release that we always talk about. You're going to feel that sense of happiness and progression, as we always refer back to. What I don't want you guys to do is overthink the game plan, right? Having a plan, and we talk about making the calendar and all that stuff, is super important. But if we overthink it, or if we set the bar too high, we're going to fall short and then feel defeated.
So that's to make sure I focus on triceps, deltoids, and biceps, activating the punch, and then turning at the last minute, not shrugging and punching. So we're gonna go jab, cross, reset. 1, 2, reset. 1, 2, reset. The very last second, pop and corkscrew that fist.
It was you, it was me, it was us, we were free.
So there was a young mom that signed up for our kickboxing program today. She was super awesome. She worked really hard. And I gave her a piece of advice that I give a lot of people on their first day. We talk about setting up the calendar, and every time you go home, you cross off the workout so you feel that sense of accomplishment. It's obviously very effective. Get the dopamine hit. I am addicted to that dopamine hit. I do it all day long. I cross things off my list. I actually have 2 lists. It's like my main list and my immediate satisfaction list. But I told her, I said, if you're thinking about 3 workouts a week, I want you to put 2 workouts on the calendar. If you put 2 workouts on the calendar, you cross both of them off, and then you get a bonus one in on Saturday, you feel like an overachiever. So you set a goal, you completely destroyed the goal because you did way more than you thought, and then you get that crazy dopamine rush.
So our motivational quote of the day is one of my favorites, from one of my favorite people on the planet, Gary Vee, who Jason also loves. He said, gratitude is the gateway to kindness. Like that? I love that. So when you're really grateful for what you have, you're very kind to other people. Usually the mean people are the ones who don't appreciate what they have in life. So all sorts of gratitude. So our fit tip for the day are kiwis. So kiwis are delicious, number 1. They're loaded with essential vitamins, but more importantly, if you have asthma issues or lung issues, they've been shown to really help out with wheezing, asthma, lung stuff. So if you have any of that, more kiwis in your diet. We're gonna do a kiwi smoothie shake on Smoothie Central's on Tuesday. Thursday, good. So we'll do it on Thursday. Cool? Guys, we end every class by doing 2 power claps, and we say rock stars nice and loud to affirm how awesome we are. Ready, guys? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
1 thing is better than 0. So I want to really drive this home. If you set the bar a little bit lower, and you just get that 1 thing done today, that 1 thing done tomorrow, you're going to feel really good. As opposed to dwelling, thinking, overthinking, just non-stop, oh, it's got to be perfect, it's got to be this and that. 1's better than 0. So if you sit around in this analysis paralysis, which I'm a big fan of that expression, for too long, you literally will do nothing.
So I was driving out east, I was going east, and there was a car coming west, and I saw the whole thing happen. When someone goes to pull off to make a U-turn, they pull off the road a little bit. And I thought they were just pulling off, and then they just started slowly turning. And in my head, I was watching them the whole time. I was like, they're gonna stop, but then they just gunned it. So I had literally 2 seconds, and I just like held onto my wheel and like swerved a little bit, and there was a pole right there, and I just like smashed. And then I closed my eyes, and then next thing there were just like airbags everywhere. And the first thing I did was like feel my face to make sure my nose was okay. Everyone kept looking at me like I was gonna drop dead at any second. Like they were all expecting me to just like collapse on the ground. But the lady that like came running at me, she was like, oh my god. I was like, she was like, go sit down, like get back in your car, sit down. And I was like, okay. So I like slowly sat down. And I was like, I'm okay. And she's like, no, you're not. And I was like, okay.
Do you know the old metaphor, the story about the dog on the porch? No? Not real sure. The dog's laying on the porch, and the old man's sitting in the rocking chair, and the son comes up, or the friend comes up, and goes, the dog's laying over there, and he goes, yep. And he goes, isn't that where the nail's sticking out of the porch, like the sharp nail? He goes, yep. He goes, why doesn't the dog move? He goes, he's not in enough pain yet. So when it's painful enough, the dog will get up and move. Mm-hmm. That's how we act, right? We do things that hurt, but we're just like, it's not that bad. Well, our egos are really important to keep us alive, right? Like, your egos tell you that you're worth something more, that you can do it, that you deserve it, that you're jealous. Like, you need that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just fear. Like you were afraid to ask me to work here.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, right? You're like, he's gonna say no. He's gonna tell me I'm whatever.
I don't smile enough,
yeah.
like everyone else.
Now you do.
Yeah, look at that.
Because now you're super comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm feeling better today, but yesterday I was feeling really kind of like flu-like symptoms. It wasn't the most productive day for me. And so I'm doing the Netflix thing. I'm on the couch, I'm relaxing, I'm drinking tea. Thank you, Amelia. Appreciate that. And I'm doing the Netflix thing, like trying to find what to watch on Netflix. I probably spent 15 minutes trying to make a decision on what to watch on TV. It was so stupid. And literally, it was just wasting time. And I laughed at myself because I'm like, this is what people do all the time in their life. They think, what's the best workout, the best nutrition, the best, anything. Like, and they just sit and dwell and analyze and think and do all this crazy amounts of research, ultimately to just do nothing, right? One is better than zero. If you do one thing today that you didn't do yesterday, you will then learn from that experience, and you might learn, this is for me, this is not for me. That's totally okay, right? On a Tuesday.
Tuesday, but it's Taco Tuesday.
But it's Friday.
No, Tuesday for the tacos.
Okay.
Friday for the French fries.
Who had the shirt in the last class said I'm doing it for the fries?
We overthink because we're afraid to make the wrong decision. But I got news for everybody. You are going to make 1,000 wrong decisions in the next year. I make wrong decisions every day. I just don't overthink them and I don't dwell on them. I'm like, cool, that was wrong, don't do it again.
In August, you don't want to hear this, we're going to do a Get Your Ass to Class contest again. So the rules are simple. If you take 24 workouts in any combination in August, you get a raffle ticket to win $200 cash. All right, guys, roll those shoulders out. Let's make some lines. Newer friends on the far side with the emoji.
That's it. But I feel good about the wrong decisions. I feel good about the mistakes because Jessica Ann just shared my video. So yes, Facebook, I will thank you. Thank you, Jessica. So I feel good about the decisions. I feel good about taking action. So the motto that I try to live by every day, 1 is greater than 0. Don't do nothing today, do something. Do something tomorrow. I'm sure there's one little thing you can do, like tonight when the video's over, to make tomorrow better.
Jab, right hook, squat, bring it back, right uppercut, left hook, and then reset. So jab, right hook, that's part number 1. Squat, that's your intermission. Come back, uppercut, hook, reset. Jab, hook, squat, bring it back, uppercut, hook.
One small thing that you get done is going to make you feel way better than analyzing and dwelling and overthinking the Netflix decision. Just pick a stupid show, right? Like as trivial as the Netflix thing is, we do that with everything, right? Most of the decisions that we stress out about making are not that important, right? They're not that serious. Just make decisions, take action, take imperfect action, and just remember, guys, 1 is better than 0.
All right, guys, on the count of 3, you know what to do. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I've lost a total of just over 9 inches and about 12.5 pounds, and I feel amazing. So a little tidbit to all you ladies out there who don't see the scale going down, don't get discouraged, because mine didn't move for a very long time, but my waist got smaller, so I was really happy. And just the crowd is amazing here, and I don't think I could really ever join any other group. Everyone here is just wonderful, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Love you all. As always, I appreciate your time. I know your time is the most important thing to you, and it means a lot to me that you give me your attention. And that's it. Anything else? Comment. I will get back to you guys later, and peace and love. Catch you guys later. Every week we're going to give away prizes. I'm going to announce the winners of this week next week. So you got to tune in to next Monday's Mindset Monday, episode 46, and I will announce on the air, on the live video, who wins. So share it tonight, and you're entered to win. We're going to do two or 3. Jason says 2. He's cheap. Jason says 2 $25 gift cards, Amazon gift cards. What a cheap dude. He's late. He's cheap.